What is reality? What does it mean to you? Is it just what we can see, touch, smell, hear, or taste? Or is it something more? I mean, I know my thoughts exist and affect on my life every single day, but I can't see my thoughts, nor can I touch, taste, or smell them. So does that mean my thoughts don't count as reality? What is reality, really?
Reality, in the most fundamental sense, is the totality of all things. Seen, the things that we can see, and unseen, the things that we cannot see, and known and unknown, the things that we don't know. It's the totality of all things. That's reality. It's different from absolute truth. It's entirely subjective. It's an individual experience. It's not just what happens around us.
It's also what happens within us.
My reality is different from yours because the way we were raised, the culture we grew up in. I grew up in Korea and I came here when I was 20 years old. Our interests, our experiences, we may share some beliefs or similar experiences, but they could never be the same. Like no one is the same in this whole universe. No individual are the same. That's the freaking cool thing because there's no right or wrong or better or worse. They're just different.
Perception. Your perception sets the tone of your reality.
It's the way our brain takes in information from these physical senses, our touch, like feel, smell, everything, 5 senses, and 6th sense, I guess. Information from these physical senses and turns that information into our view of the world. Simply put, it's your unique interpretation of the world, shaped by your personal experience. And this is when the condition of your physical body comes into play. Our physical condition determines the lens of our perception, which ultimately shapes and alters our reality. Your body is the only bridge between the inner world and the outer world by breathing.
Some of you might be thinking, what the hell am I talking about? Let's make it more simple.
So for some of you who are like visual learners, so I brought one of my camera to show you how this works. So you are the person behind the camera, the interpreter. This is your consciousness. This is your consciousness, your inner world, the higher force, God, whatever you prefer to call. So the camera body is the way you observe the world, which is your perception. To see and capture anything clearly through a camera, you need a lens, right? You can't just take videos and photos without any lens. If you know any cameras like that, just hit me up because I love to see it. And that lens is your physical body. So now imagine this. You've been using your camera every day, but without proper care. Maybe you've been rough with it, like tossing it in your bag without a cover or whatever, you exposing it to harsh elements. You clean the lens with, I don't know, like paper. Something with the wrong materials, right? So over time, the lens becomes scratched, worn, and dirty. The images you capture now lose their sharpness and maybe is completely damaged and distorted. Now, every photo or video you take is flawed. No matter how beautiful the scene might be, no matter how beautiful the person in front of you.
This is exactly what happens with the current condition of our physical body.
If we consistently neglect our well-being by eating not mindfully, eating junk food, skipping this physical and mental exercise, or abusing ourselves with toxic behaviors and thoughts, our body, just like the lens of our camera, begins to wear down. It becomes so out of focus that you can no longer see clearly. It's warped. And now you, the interpreter behind the camera, start guessing what things are, relying only on vague shapes and outlines. You begin making assumptions based on distorted images, making illusions for reality. Not because reality itself has changed, but because the lens, the physical body, our physical body has become damaged. So at this point, you're unable to experience life as it truly is. Often this leads you far from the actual truth or what is really happening in your life. Confused, blinded, or even victimized. But here's what we differ from the camera though. While you can replace a damaged lens or even buy a new camera body and even buy the whole camera set, your body cannot be replaced. It's irreplaceable. You only have one lens for your whole life. But hold on, don't be too sad because you only have one body and you cannot replace it. You still haven't heard the best part. Unlike an actual camera that can become outdated with technology with time, yours is capable of upgrading itself. See, this body is the most sophisticated lifelong camera. It will last your entire life and is perfectly customized. It's designed to work for you and only for you. It's designed to work for you and only for you. The more you pay attention to its maintenance, the more accurately it will capture the world as it is. The more attention you give it, the more abundance it will return to your life.
So it's really up to you how you see it.
I want to close this with questions. So what do you think? Do you see the world clearly as it is, or are you second-guessing, struggling to see through an illusion? Is your lens well maintained, or has it suffered over time? Think different. When you change the way you think, you change the way you live.